Good evening, race fans. We are live here tonight for the Crooked Line Racing Saturday Night Street Stock Series. And man, oh man, I know you all haven't been here, but I've been here for the entire practice. And I've been seeing some very, very fast, quick times going around this track here tonight. Very, very close times as well. Like everybody's right there within each other when it comes to lap times. Got a heavy hitters in here tonight. Dustin Nova rushed home, got home right in time for qualifying, so he's going to be a little rusty. I look for him to maybe not start up near the front like he's accustomed to, strictly because he was not able to turn any laps. And now also, I say that, but hold the phone because he just went P2, did the 3-car. Dustin Nova takes the 3-car up to P2. Let's see if he can get better on the second lap around. That's Dustin Nova slipping and sliding here at Five Flags. He is going to get almost a full tenth slower. Got Mark Pierce out on track now. Let's see what Mark Pierce is about. And I apologize for switching the cameras. I meant to do it during practice, but you know I get to sit around talking and yeah, forget it. I forget to, so my bad. That was on me. That one's on me. As Mark Pierce, number 72, goes up to P4. Brandon, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, is out on track now. Let's see what Mr. Brandon can do in the number 19. As he's coming out, this is going to be his first time to lap as he rounds out of turn number 4. Gets a little loose right there. That's going to be something we talk about all night. Gets a little loose. As he looks calm right here, but I'm not sure. Let's see what kind of pace Brandon has. Drives it all the way down to the white line and all the way up to the white wall. As Brandon, P8. Going to have to pick up the pace a little bit if he wants to climb that ladder of times, if we'll call it that. As P7 for Brandon, so not accustomed to Brandon being far back. As we got the police car. Oh, Ken Zeems let me down. No police car here. Is it a police car? Hold on, wait. Hold the phone. It may be a police car. As it is most definitely not a police car. Looks like it's a repurposed police car. Got the number 90 slapped on the side of it. Mr. Joe White. Shout out to OSR Network, a friend of Crooked Line Racing, does the Monday nights and Tuesday night broadcasts. I was having a world of trouble and gave him a call, and he was looking to help me out right there. So shout out to Mr. Joe White for that. It's always good to have that help. And let's see. It looks like we had the 43, the lightning machine of Larry Perry. Let's see if he can be lightning fast. Flies by the flag stand here. And number 43, I love his 43. It's sweet because it looks like it's just black and purple. You know, don't look like it has a lot going on until you break it down and really get up close to this machine, and you can tell. And look at the sunset and this beautiful Florida scenery here. The sun is starting to go down. That means it's going to get colder. Track's going to get a little bit more grippier. And just because the temperatures get colder, I can promise you the tempers get hotter. As qualifying is a wrap, it looks like Mr. Chase Pierce, the Young Guns, going to put it on the pole. Man, oh man, got some heavy hitters right there around him, though, as we're getting ready to go to this grid lineup momentarily. All right, folks, without any further ado, we got Mr. Chase Pierce in the 17 with an 18.005. And we have Dustin Nova. I counted the man out. I said he may have to work his way up through traffic. He said, Tanner, hold my beer. Except in his case, I think he's under 21. So he probably said, Tanner, hold my orange juice. If he is over 21, I do apologize. Then we have Mr. Chris Carroll, Refined Motorsports, Pit Lizards Performance number 99, starting P3. Tyler Shaddix, P4, and Mark Pierce, rounding out the top 5 here tonight. Jeff Shell in 6th, Neil Vino in 7th, Ken Zeems in 8th, John Hayes in 9th, and Brandon Ishakai Kanabadadaba in 10th. Larry Bell in the Lightning Machine starting 11th. Jeffrey Miller in 12th. And 13th, we have the fella, Mr. Jeff Dillon in the number 62. As I'm not seeing Jeff Dillon actually on track. And Chase Pierce is not on track either. Yeah, not sure what's going on with them boys, but regardless, we're getting ready to be rocking and rolling. This is race number 4, I do believe. Race number 4 of a 12-race season. Let me go look, and then we'll be for starting. 1, 2, 3, 4. I stand there corrected. Tonight is race number 5. So, points are really starting to come into play here now. This is when they matter most. All right, we're getting ready to start rolling. That beautiful Ford Mustang going to lead them to the line. It's okay. I was wondering if I was live. He wasn't ever taking off. Mr. Chase Pierce is going to have the field in his hands, but as we know, Mr. Barney Fife Jr., he is the control car up top on this first restart. All right, folks, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, $30 on the line. I forgot to mention it. SNS Racing over on Facebook.com. Put up $30 to tonight's event. $15 to the race winner, $10 to second place, and $5 to third place. Check out SNS Racing on Facebook. Give them a like. Tell them we sent you. Might get some free swag down the road. You never know. Man, oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Hope you are too. As we're getting ready to go. Pace car is going to pull in this time by, and then we're going to be green flag racing. All right. Pace car is going to pull in. Gotta wait for the green flag to fly, and you can already tell this track's getting darker. The sun has set. All right, green flag is out. Chase Pierce, Dustin Nova. Well, your top 3 rows are side by side. 55 kind of washed up high. Now, Dustin Nova's up high right there. And they're almost, I thought they were going to be 3 wide right there. They got 72 of Mark Pierce. And then the 37 of Shattuck with a very hard number to read. As the top 4 do get single filed out here. I got like a scratch in my throat. Man, oh man. Oh, 72 is going around a Mark Pierce. Caution out on the speedway. I was trying to get stuff situated here, and we kind of caught a glimpse of that. Look right there. So let's go back a little bit before. Let's see what happened here with the 72. Like the 18 of Neil Vino. Gave him a little shove, and then the 49 was right there. Nowhere to go for the 49. 72. Ooh, 49 took hard contact. Larry Bell, 43, able to get the car slowed up enough. That's some heads-up driving by Mr. Bell. As Chase Pierce being the man out front. Let's see if we can talk to old Pierce real quick. See if we can have a quick word with our race leader, Mr. Chase Pierce. You were live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, Chase, it's 17's looking really strong out here tonight, but fuel, I think, will be close. Can you tell us about how far you can go on fuel tonight?
Right now, it's telling me 115 laps. We got 120. But we get a lot of calls. Try and save a lot and might be able to make it, but probably going to pit anyways for tires.
That was my next question. So if fuel seems like you're going to be good in that aspect, but tires, what do you think tires are going to feel like over this long run?
Oh, I think it's going to get loose if we get a long run.
Hey, did you change the number on the side of your car?
No.
It looks different. I don't know. It looks Looks different. Either way.
I just add an NC to it.
Oh, okay, you're one of them guys, huh? That guy.
Oh yeah, I'm that guy.
That guy, huh? Right here on the restart, Chase, is it a bottom restart or a top restart for you? What are you thinking with leader having lane choice?
Bottom. 100%.
That's what I thought, but I just want to see if you wanted to gamble a little bit and go top. All right, then, brother, I'll let you get back down to your race team. Just wanted to poke at you a little bit. 17's looking good, Chase. Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. I hate the lighting on this track because it always looks like the lights are actually off on the pace car when they're not. They're still on. So let's talk to our second place runner, Mr. Chris Carroll. You got a copy, brother?
Got you loud and clear, Tanner Mark.
So we'll have to make this quick. But Chase said he thinks tires are going to come into play. It's going to get really loose. I'll ask you, just on that little short run there, how's the 99 feeling for you right now?
Yeah, when I stepped on the throttle there, it felt a little free. I saw Dustin get in there pretty deep, and I decided to try and get a run off, and I spun the tires, so I think he may be right.
Restart on the high lane right here. Is it worth fighting to try to get down low, or are we single file, or what are we doing?
We're single file here.
Okay, I don't know why. All right, copy. All right, that's Mr. Chris Carroll going to go. Let him get back. I'm not sure why they're single file, but they are. All right, green is out. You know single file really helps out the leader a lot. And help out the leader it did. The 17 got a great launch off. Had nothing to worry about going in and turning 1 and 2. Thing could be said, though, for the 99, for the 3, and for the 37. As all of our drivers have pretty much stayed single file for the most. Yeah, everybody has. As the 72 Mark Pierce, he might get up there because we know he had some speed. He qualified in the 5th place spot. So you know 72 is going to be a guy to watch, Mr. Mark Pierce in the Skull Bandit machine. He definitely one to keep an eye on is number 72. But I'm waiting to see if this battle up front's going to heat up. We're only 10 laps in, but these 10 laps just felt like Chase Pierce has just been a tick faster now. It's a 125 lap race, and I see Dustin Nova back there lurking. That 3 car, if he's ever on the track, if a 3 car is on the track and Dustin Nova's behind the wheel, you're never safe being the leader because Nova's coming. It's just a matter of when, right? That number 3 car, he's usually in tip-top shape. Now, like I said, he was Mother's Day shopping. Kudos to him for Mother's Day shopping. He got actually into the session late. But even still, I think Nova is going to be all right. About halfway through this race, he'll get it all figured out. I want to jump on board with Chris Carroll here. Just see how he's kind of tracking the number 17 right there in front of him. Now, I apologize. I do need to fix something on my end really quick just to make the broadcast a little better looking. Get rid of that. Go just a little bit bigger. What we're going to do, we're going to turn on the mirror. Ooh, Chase Pierce. Got a little racing going on right there, boys and girls. Sorry, look at that off the screen. Now we got a rearview mirror we can look at too, though. Yeah, got a little bit of racing going on. A little history between these two. They have been known to put the bumper to each other. Now, it has been talked about and talked out, but still, they have been known to put the bumper to each other, and hurt feelings has been involved too. As you see, number 99, he's trying to get a run underneath the 17, but that 17's running it perfect, not giving an inch, and he don't have to, right? He's racing just like how Carroll is, but Carroll has to be careful. Look at that number 3 back there lurking right now. He is sitting right there. He's a snake in the weeds, just waiting to strike. Watch him blow by here. So they're going about 100 miles per hour, faster than what you think these street stocks will get. And like I mentioned last week, they're on these old street tires, so it's be interesting to see how long these things can hold up. As the top 3, you can throw a blanket over every one of them. They're all looking to bump and run each other. Chase Pierce wants Chris Carroll and Nova to start racing. And now looky there, Shattuck. He said, you haven't talked about me yet. It's time to, because he's going to put his name in the hat as well. Top 4 have checked out on the field. I'm trying to see who that was on pit lane there. Mr. Sean Hayes had to make an unscheduled pit stop. Never what you want to see. That's the number 49, Sean Hayes, too. So apparently that car was hurt more than what he thought. And now look how short track racing always comes around full circle, because now the 49 and 72, are right there with each other. So hoping there ain't no fireworks to come off there. If we check back up front, the 17 is still the man out front, but he can feel the heat. That pressure is right there knocking on his back door as Nova's going to look underneath the 99. 99 is not even going to put up a fight, just going to allow it. But now Carroll has to be careful because Shattuck, Shattuck cut Chris Carroll a break right there. That's driver's etiquette right there. Because I promise you folks, Tyler Shattuck, he could have filled that hole in right then. But he allowed Chris Carroll to come down, get off the high lane. So that's how you make friends right there on a short track. And I say kudos to Tyler Shattuck as a racing admin. I love to see that. During our drivers meeting, we say respect your competitors and respect your equipment. That's respecting your competitors right there. But we'll see if down the road here, folks, if Chris Carroll repays the favor. But Shattuck may not have liked doing that because he is right there on the back bumper of Carroll. Shattuck might be faster than these three in front of him. Just got to get that proverbial track position. And right now it looks like it's tough with these top fours. They run nose to tail. Shattuck may have gave 99 a little shot getting into the corner. Some really clean, respectful racing right here, but Chase Pierce, the man out front, at number 17 from Lexington, North Carolina, looking stout right now. I hate these type of races when you're leading them though, because you see four guys right there, like just right on your bumper, matching you pace by pace, by lap. Every lap around us, you get no breathing room. You're constantly looking up in that mirror, trying to see where these drivers are. You're constantly expecting that bumper. So you're never really actually on your A game. And I think that's what these guys are trying to do right now. Chase is young. They're trying to force him into a mistake. Justin Nova's going to look to the inside here. Chase Pierce does give it to him, though. But will Pierce have the launch off turn number 2 here? As Chris Carroll, that's allowed Carroll to get right up there. As they are still side by side, battle for the lead. Chase Pierce may be going backwards here. Because remember, I told you, 17, 99, they do have a little bit of history. Will the 99 cut him a break like Shattuck did for him? As Pierce is not giving it up. At 17, I'm telling you, he's stout right now. He is right there hanging on the outside. Led every lap up to this point. But it looks like that 3 car of Dustin Nova is finally going to be able to make the pass. As Nova's going so far down, he clips the cone. As this is a good battle right here, folks. As we're on board with Chase Pierce now. As he has a hornet's nest right here with him. Nova got clear right there, but Pierce drove it in there really stout. They are still side by side for 5 laps now. Pierce up in the wall. Nova's hitting cones. This is some good battling right here, folks. As we may have a caution about to come out. I see somebody has wrecked. Neil Vino has went around. As our top 4 is right here. Throw a blanket over him. Dustin Nova is the new leader now, though. He took it. Now Chris Carroll and Chase Pierce are going to battle side by side. As Chase might be the only guy out here tonight to make that outside work like this. We may start calling him high side Pierce because he is making it work. But it's actually hurting him because he sees he's able to hang on out here. Guys, right here. See, I think he's finally just realizing live to fight another day, right? Try to get these guys later, but that stinks because he went from 1st to 4th. Now Shattuck to the inside of the 99. Shattuck, at the beginning of the season, he was a driver I'd put money on each and every week. And he's looked a little off. He has not performed like I thought he would. So is this the breakout performance for the 37? Is tonight the night? Well, he's got to get past Chris Carroll first to make tonight. But he is trying ever so slightly, inching ahead, as Chase is also going to try to do what was done to him. As I am losing my voice completely. You see a veteran move right there, though, by Mr. Chris Carroll. As he fought for as long as he could, and then he finally said, guys, I'm killing my tires. It ain't worth it. You boys go on. I'll live to fight another day. And I'm trying to get Miss Emily Jane to bring me a Monster Rehab. I've had like an itch or a hoarse throat all day, so I was dreading this broadcast. Chris Carroll actually messaged me. He said, "You ready for tonight?" I said, "Not at all." And that wasn't nothing to do with the race. That was more to do with just how I felt. Look at the distance that Nova has been able to create over the field now that he's got that clean air on that front nose. And I see Ken Zeems back there actually inching up and catching this pack. The more this pack races up in front of them, the better it is for Ken Zeems. Here, Miss Emily Jane, will you take this? Just set it somewhere. Cameo from Miss Emily Jane. Sorry, probably not the most professional, but we're dying in here. But Ken Zeems, he's loving this, guys. The more those 3 to 4 up there wrestle each other, the better it is for Mr. Zeems. Now, these boys are fighting for some money, too. I look for Ken Zeems to get up there. That last time around, though, Ken was actually a 10th slower than the top 4. As, oh, we got another battle. I hate to leave the camera just on these guys, but man, oh man, they are battling it out. Chase Pierce lived to fight another day. As the 55 of Jeff Shell and Mark Pierce are right here getting ready to do battle as well. As we might get joined by Scotty Stevens. As we now got the camera on Larry Bell. And I see the 19 of Brandon right there behind him. Brandon has gained 3 spots. We watched him during qual. I said he looked a little off the pace compared to his normal pace, we'll call it. But he looks like he's picked it up. And I did notice right there, he does have some right side damage on that number 19. So may have scraped that wall slightly. No, Scotty Stevens is not home. He's actually going fishing with his little boy. So, shout out to Mr. Zane and Scotty. Maybe they go raggle him down a big one. And funny story about Scotty Stevens that I see him in the chat. Me and Scotty were buddies for probably 6 months as we have a battle now for the 3rd place spot. But anyways, me and Scotty were buddies for a while. And, I always used to hear him say Tanner, 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 and when he wasn't actually speaking to me. And come to find out, his youngest little boy's named Tanner. So I tell him all the time, yeah, his wife wanted to name it after me and memorial, right, to remember me. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Because Tanner's not that common of a name, really. I apologize, folks. I'm trying to get my freaking phone to charge. It's junk. So right now, your top 4, Nova, Carroll, Chase Pierce, and Shattuck. I love seeing Shattuck getting back up there battling with these boys. Oh, I was hearing metal on metal right then on my screen. Metal on metal again. That's Chase Pierce actually getting into the wall slightly right there. Pierce, 17. I look for it to have some scrapes on the right side as I caught it out of the corner of my eye. And that it does. The 17's getting wiped off a little bit. Shattuck to the inside. I think if Shattuck can never get the track position, he is going to set sail on these boys. I'm looking at the best lap times right now. The fastest guy on the track tonight has been Tyler Shattuck by almost 0.04 of a second. That don't sound like a lot, but let me put it to you like this. He was almost half a tenth faster than the entire field of Nova, Chris Carroll, Chase Pierce, Ken Zeems, Larry Bell, them guys. What I said during the drivers' meeting, and they agreed. I said this field may not be big because Saturday night is a night of real life racing, or in Scotty's case, going out fishing with your boy, right? Saturday night is not a night to have big league races, and I knew that. But the quality of drivers we have in here, I'm looking at ratings right now, and I got people over 5,000, over 6,000. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people over 5,000 in here. So the quantity is not there, but by God, the quality is, because these drivers, they are fast. You put them anywhere, and they're fast. And I missed it, but Chris Carroll went up there and wrestled the lead away from the number 3. Let's see, go back and watch it if we can. Come on, let me do it. All right, this is a pass for the lead here. Did Carroll give him the bumper a little bit? Oh, Carroll may have gave him a love tap right there. Scotty, let me know. What do you think? Did he get a piece of him right there? These angles are kind of hard to tell, so we'll go like this. We're riding on board Chris Carroll for the lead change. I don't think he did. I don't think he got into him. He was just able to put that power down better than what Nova was off the corner. $30 on the line, $15 to the winner. Second place, $10. Third place, $5. Right now, Shattuck has put himself in the money spot. Be walking away with $5 for $5 worth of iRacing credits. Oh, Scotty says my Tanner has a little more swag than the Tanner Mar, though. Well, considering he's just like me, we're probably pretty close on the swag department. We can't go into too much details, but I'll just say, Scotty, you know. Me and old Scotty got together and played Rocket League last night. He's not much of a teammate, I'll tell you that. You can't depend on him for much. Just like they can't depend on Mr. Chris Carroll to ever have an off night as he's passing lap traffic. This is where Five Flags becomes dangerous, because this is actually a really fast track for these street stocks. It's a short track, yes, but you let the car really float in the corners. You're not on the brakes too much. So you keep the speeds up. Like I said earlier, they're going about 100. They hit about 102, 103, 104. The fastest of the night's been 107. And 108 was just hit by Tyler Shattuck. So 108's been the fastest. And then in the corners, they dip down to about 88 to 90 miles per hour. And that's basically with no brake. Maybe very little brake. Now, mind you, once again, they're on street tires, right? They're not on your racing tires. These ain't big slicks out there. They're just your everyday street tires that you have out there on your Monte Carlo, your Malibu, or whatever, your Camaro. Same type of tires. Yes, we drive those for hundreds of miles, but these right here, after 125 laps of hard, intense racing, from all that friction, all that heat build up, they wear, and they wear quick, and you can tell in the street stock when they really start to wear. The wheel tires become part of this equation tonight. Chase Pierce said fuel would not be. I find that hard to believe, but he said fuel would not be. As these top 4 have just put on a clinic here tonight, boys. Ken Zeems is trying to get that number 90 powered up enough to get up there. He was giving me hope there for a while because he was turning faster laps in those top 4. I wish this was SRX Racing Series. We could throw a quote-unquote fun flag right now, just to spice this up a little bit, bunch this field up. As leader is coming up on lap traffic once again. Guys, let's jump back on board with Carroll, see if he's slipping and sliding. And yeah, as soon as I got over here, I could tell he was cutting that wheel to the right. He is sliding a little bit, and you can vaguely hear those tires working. Here, let me do something real quick. I want y'all to hear just how these tires work. I know you may not be able to hear them like I can, but you hear those tires squealing like they are really working as you see him trying to put Mark Pearson lap down. Mark got loose a little bit right there. This is when Dustin Nova has to try to capitalize here. And he also's got to hope to not lose any extra time. as he's trying to chase down Canada right now. Dude, Pierce up there in the wall right there in front of him. Now, Pierce was a heavy hitter here tonight. Pierce qualified P5. He out-qualified some of the fastest here tonight. So, for them to put him a lap down, that shows just how quick these top four are running. Let's jump on board with Ken Ziem, see if he's working at wheel. And look, he has caught those drivers up there in front of him. Lap traffic's really hurting those drivers up ahead. As fastest guy on the track that last time around, the eye test will never fail. Ken Ziem's was the fastest on the track by a full 10th. By a full 2/10, excuse me. So yeah, oh, really walked it loose right there though. So the number 90, the repurposed police car. Can he get up there? As I'm seeing Sean Hayes on pit road once again. Sucks for the 49 machine because he was doing everything right. Pierce just kind of got loose right there in front of him, or tried to come down on him, and he was wrong place, wrong time, and that ultimately created a very long night for the Hayes number 49 machine. But if this ain't a familiar sight, I don't know what is. 99 out front. Oh, Scotty, man, you know how the street stocks are, brother. They're constantly on edge, and that's what we're seeing here tonight. I like it, right? I like it. Some of the drivers like it, some of the drivers hate it. But right now, Carroll is kind of walking away with a little bit. Let's jump on board with Dustin Nova. I want to see how he drives, Scotty. You all know everybody has different driving techniques. As Nova, look at me. I can tell right then on entry, he is driving it off in there deep. Oh, Carroll, man, got in the wall of it right there. So, Scotty, I think you're right. I mean, the car does not look like it's ever settled. And what I mean by settled is it's not ever pitching down and grabbing grip and then going. It looks like you're constantly having to float it like. That's wild. Let's jump over with Shattuck. Let's see how Shattuck's doing with the wheel. Shattuck looks a little more stable. Oh, walks it loose a little bit right there, but oh, I say that, and Shattuck got in the wall there. So, Scotty, I think Shattuck might be the smoothest out of all these we've seen. And that's saying something because Carroll's normally really, really smooth. What about Chase Pierce back here? As Shattuck's really turning the wheel right there, trying to get it rotate. As Chase Pierce was the man out front, led the first 40, 50 laps. But I think his tires may have paid for it, and he may try to self-spin here on purpose, bring out a caution. What it looks like, at least. Let's see what happens. Let's stay on board with Chase Pierce. Scotty, I'm calling it now. Within 5 laps, 17 is going around. I'm putting the bet on it. I'm putting the bet on it, brother. Within 10 laps, 9 more laps. Come on, Scotty, comment for me. I know you're seeing this. Just trying to make it look legit now at this point. Oh, whoa, there he almost went. That's going to allow Ken Ziem to get up there with him. So Ziem may take over the 4th place spot here, folks. Oh, Chase is really loose. He may not be doing it on purpose. I'm just kind of making jokes, but he looks like he's really working that car at least. If he's not doing that on purpose, he is freaking working that car trying to save it. Got loose again there. Into the wall once again is a 17. As he is really having to fight that car. And I want to keep the camera right here. If nothing else is getting camera time because he's drifting it every time. Somebody needs to call Pierce and let him know this is racing, not the Formula Drift Series. Well, Miss Connie, thank you for that. And I'm glad to see you drop in here, Connie, because I wanted to tell you Happy Mother's Day. I was going to write you after the stream if I didn't see you. I know Mark said he was picking up his wife's Jeep and had to get repaired or whatever. But I'm glad to see you. And if you talk to Lori, please tell her I said Happy Mother's Day. And I love y'all. Oh, we got a... Oh, my goodness. No way. No way. Dustin Nova has went around. No. Nova, 3-car around. I think Shattuck went with him. As let's see what happened here. Did Shattuck get a piece of him on accident? Oh, Shattuck walked it loose. Nowhere to go. Third and second place touch. And no way. I know Dustin Nova is going to be not happy about that one, but it wasn't a whole lot Shattuck could do right there either. I mean, Shattuck was losing the car. Finally got it to grab grip. And then, yeah, I mean, just ran out of real estate. That's what I was thinking, Scotty. Unlike Chase and struggle like that, I thought we were getting a self spin, but luckily for Chase, he don't put us in that spot where he did that, right? He got a caution to come out. I'm going to talk to old Dustin Nova if I can. I know he's not going to be the happiest. I'm going to wait for him to come off of pit road so we don't hinder his pit stop. As a lengthy pit stop for Nova too, so he's going to lose some spots here as well. Basically just nowhere to go, hard racing. We'll see it from Nova's point of view and see what he thinks. Dustin Nova, you are live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, Dustin, I mean, I hate to talk to you during this time, right, because it sucks, but we've all been there. Looks like Shattuck got loose trying to race you hard, right? Overcorrected, ran out of real estate, boom, dead. Talk to me through your point of view, and then talk to me about your race thus far.
Yeah, I got loose coming off, so I tried to leave him room and go as high as I could so he wouldn't get into me. And I'm going to say that he just lost it and tapped me pretty good and spun us both out. But it happens, racing incident. We started off good there. We fired off really good, actually. And then myself, I used up the tires too early and they started to fall off. And then once Chris got to us, I was able to suck up to him for a few laps, and then he could roll the corners and get a little bit more drive off than I could. So, but
I've had Scotty in the chat. He's in the chat, but he's basically co-commentating with me, right? I'm talking back and forth with him, and he noticed how loose y'all are on entry, where you're really having to saw at that wheel, and then it looks like it kind of gets tight. Is that what you're feeling out there, or is it pretty much all loose?
It started to get pretty loose there. Before it was a hair snug going in, and then it was loose off with the drive off trying to get the gas. But more towards the end, it started getting loose in, real loose center, and then you were dirt tracking it like Kyle Larson out here coming off. So,
well, good luck, buddy, on this restart starting P4. Good luck to you, Nova.
Thank you.
Dustin Nova right there. We held him a little long. Did not want to hurt his restart, but I don't think it did, because he started P4, and he's going to take the third place away from Ken Zeems in our front, too. This is what we saw earlier in the race. Chase Pierce, Chris Carroll battling door-to-door right now. This could be a battle for the race right here. This could be the race if we get a long green flag run. Now, Chase Pierce led the first 40 laps, so we know the kid has speed. But those top four, they were right there on his back bumper the entire time. These two giving each other plenty of room. I think for Carroll to get the pass done on the outside, though, he's going to have to pinch him. He is going to have to pinch down to keep the 17 from getting the run off as, whoa, Carroll washes up high, but gets a run right then. Somehow. It's some good racing. Oh, it was your Jeep Liberty. I thought it was his wife's Jeep Liberty. Okay, well, good to hear you got it fixed. He's a good guy after all, I guess, huh? That's Chris Carroll. Chris knows it's important right here. He needs to get in front of Chase Pierce. He knows it's very, very important as we're coming up on 30 laps to go here, but just not able to do it. Oh, that's going to be a block. That may not work. I thought we were getting ready to see a turn as the 99 staying right on his bumper. Oh, they're rubbing each other. It's going to get gritty here, folks. Remember, there's some money on the line. I misspoke earlier. There's actually $30 to the race winner, 15 to second, or 10 to second, and 5 to third. Let's see what happens here. They're really racing. Now, these two at the top of the point standings as well. I'm almost positive they're sitting 1-2 right now if you count in the drop week. And there might be a wreck here. Chris is not cutting this kid a break. Chris knows how important this is. He has to get by Chase Pierce. Chris don't normally run that rough, but he was running pretty rough right there. He just wasn't giving an inch. And now I told you, these two have had run-ins before, and Carroll told him straight up, man to man, he said, I'm just not going to cut you any more breaks. And it looks like that's what Carroll's doing, but you don't want to create enemies on these short tracks because it might come back to bite you. Dustin Nova's number 3 is right there in the mix. Looking. He is looking indeed underneath Pierce. Pierce may go backwards now. That's what sucks about these short tracks. He tried to fight for the lead, but now nowhere to go really on that high side as the 90 of Ken Zeems fills the hole. Shattuck's going to fill the hole. We saw him go from 1st to 4th earlier. Now it looks like he's going to go 1st to 5th. Maybe even 1st to 6th as a 19's getting underneath him again. As Pierce kind of just forced his way down right there and said, no, I'm coming down. Now Pierce is underneath Shattuck. My God. Zeems is underneath Nova. Now Zeems is going to try to chase down Carroll. Carroll says, boys, you have at it back there. Do all the racing you want. Oh, now I understand, Connie. I understand. Well, you said Liberty. That's a Jeep too, right? Correct, I think. And so I was slightly confused there, but man, oh man, what some racing for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. As Zeems gets a little loose. Chase Pierce though, 17. Mama, there goes that bad man. Oh, no, it's Mama, there goes that bad boy because he's only like 12. But Pierce, a man on the mission, trying to get up there. Nova has been actually the fastest pretty much all night long. Just cannot get out front again like he did earlier. So now he's going to try to track down Chris Carroll. Look at him going all the way down to the apron. We was on board with him earlier. Now let's jump on board with him again. On board with Mr. Dustin Nova here. Has made up some ground right then on Chris Carroll. 24 laps to go, folks. If the intensity was not already ratcheted up a few clicks, it is up all the way now. As Nova is selling it off in there. Look at these fine cars going on by. It's all Carroll out front. You got Carroll, Nova, Pierce. Shattuck is right there as well. Zeems looked like he had a fast hot rod all night, and he was proving it right then, but kind of got shuffled. Now he's gotten a chance to regroup. He is right on the back of Shattuck. Look at all the fire firing out of these exhaust pipes. It's the fire breathing dragon here at the Florida Frenzy 125, sponsored by SNS Racing. Check them out on Facebook. $30 to tonight's winner, 10 to 2nd, 5 to 3rd. Who's going to take home the moolah? Chase Pierce is the final man in the money right now. Then you got Dustin Nova, who has tracked down Chris Carroll. Dustin Nova got wrecked in the same position earlier. He didn't really get wrecked. Well, I mean, yeah, he got wrecked. It wasn't anybody's fault. Shattuck got loose, saved the car, ran out of real estate. Nova is right there on the back bumper of the 99. Now, let's see what happens here. Will Nova be the intimidator in that number 3? As he is filling the 99's bumper up with nothing but black. Scotty, if you're still in the chat, who do you got? Okay, you said Chris Carroll's got this one wrapped. I think that comment was delayed, though, because Dustin Nova is looking underneath the 99, trying to power off. Nova just cannot get underneath him right now. I think it's going to have to take that chrome horn a little bit here. Will Nova put the bumper to Chris Carroll? That time by, Nova actually was off a little bit. But now he is right back. He said if the switch was turned off, it's back on now. He's going to look high, try to look and turn underneath him here, get the run off. Was not able to angle the number 3 the way he needed to right then. As this is getting crazy right here. As a advantage still to Chris Carroll. Let's check lap times. Let's get some lap times pulled up on top so y'all can see. Let's see. Along the top, that's their last time by lap time. Let's check our leaders. Chris Carroll with an 18.348 compared to Dustin Nova's 18.366. So Carroll is still a tick faster that time by. Let's check this time around when they come by. I'll tell you if it's not up there. That time by, Carroll with a 37 compared to Nova's 38. So maybe Scotty was right in the chat. Like maybe OCC, Chris Carroll, or better known as Dutchie by his peers and friends. Dutchie may just have this one wrapped up, sealed, signed, and delivered. But Nova, he's not going to hang it up. He is not going to give up on it, that's for sure. As we get a drone shot right here, riding on board with 99, looking back to the 3 and the 17 of Pierce. With 12 laps remaining around this very, very short track. I don't know how long this track is. I know it's a little bit bigger, or it feels bigger in real life when you see it than the way it feels on iRacing, but a very, very fast track, like I've said all night. Looks like, Dustin Nova may be slipping back a little bit now. As a advantage still, Chris Carroll. As we look back here at Shattuck, we saw this man go around earlier trying to save the car, so now he's trying just to get spots back at this point. He has worked himself back out to P5. Right now, our biggest mover of the race, though, Mr. Ken Ziem, started 8th, up 4th, so not a lot of movers and shakers here tonight. As these two are still door to door, Shattuck on the outside. Now, what Chris Carroll don't want to see is that late race caution that seems to always come. As a viewer, that's what we want to see. We want to see that late race caution. We want to see this thing get shook up. 8 laps to go. That last time by, Carroll was still faster by 0.03 of a second. I just don't know if Nova's going to have the time to get there. He's going to have to really start pushing now. As we jump back on board with Nova. Driving it in there super deep. But I think that's hurting his drive off. Look how dark he gets on the backside. Ooh, 3-car Nova in the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul right there, though. Wasn't a real hard lick. But that shows if somebody like Dustin Nova gets into the wall, that shows they are really working. As you see, shout out to Ziem's setup shop. Oh, Kenny Ziems is a master at all. As we are now 6 laps, 5 laps to go. As Scotty Stevens in the chat says, Chris Carroll's just looking out the front. No need to even worry what's in the rear view. They ain't catching him. It looked like Nova was going to have a battle right then with him, but just as these laps started to dwindle, this looks like Chris Carroll has that consistent pace. And we see this every week, right? These two are heavy hitters week in and week out. We're going to be 3 laps to go this time by. Lap traffic right now, 79, does give way. So shout out to Jeffrey Miller that time. Gives way to Dustin Nova as well. Chase Pierce has actually worked himself back up into the mix. Actually, the fastest out of the top 3 right now was Chase Pierce. As we pull the gap up again, 72. Alright, final lap is out for the Florida Frenzy 125, sponsored by SNS Racing. Familiar face out front, Chris Carroll is going to try to bring home the moolah, $30 to the number 99 if he can come around this track one more time. As Chris Carroll is tonight's race winner. Dustin Nova, P2, Chase Pierce. Very, very good night for Pierce. He led a lot of laps. Just ran out of room and ran out of real estate and ran out of track position there towards the end of this event. Ken Ziems brought it on P4. Brandon P5. Shattuck. Heartbroken for Shattuck because I thought tonight was going to be that breakout race for him. Ultimately, he was not able to get back up there after the contact with him and Dustin Nova. Larry Bell 7th, Jeff Shell 8th, Mark Pierce 9th, and Jeffrey Miller round out the top 10 here tonight. As Chris Carroll didn't even give us bonus or nothing. What is going on here? Oh, he did. He was just blinking out. That was crazy. All right, there's your winner tonight, folks. Mr. Chris Carroll, a.k.a. Dutchy. Look at that ugly face right there. How would you love coming home to that every night? Holy cow. Oh, don't kill him. He killed Nova. Way to go, Carroll. All right, let's see if we can get up our third place finisher, Mr. Chase, Mr. Pierce. Have a word with him really quickly. Chase Pierce, you are live in the booth. You got a copy? Because I like you, I'm going to say this. You choked.
Tires. Tires have been my enemy for a long time.
I got you, brother. Me too. I get it. That's what I was going to say. You look fast. I think you led the first 40, 50 laps, right? But a long run, you had a really long run there. And it's some tire wear, I take it, because I could tell your pace just fell back. Talk me through that last stint of the race. So you and Carroll, I thought he was going to wreck you, honestly. I thought he was just going to give you a shot, maybe too hard, and get into you. Then y'all were side by side for a while. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody up there was really even, especially on that short run. And over the run, he was able to get a little quicker on me and gain on me. And then he finally got his nose under me, and we ran side by side, and I tried to hold him down as the best I can, and I just couldn't do it no longer. Once he got clear of me, I just let them all go by and made my way back up to third pretty quick. Got by them. That was fun getting through them.
Yeah, those last 5, 6, 7 laps, Pierce, you were actually the faster one out of the top 3.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I think Navoa was the one that finished 4th. Zines finished 4th. He was gaining on me there, and then I finally started catching Navoa. I was hoping I'd get Navoa before Zines got me, and we just ran out of laps for either of them to get
just
in front.
Ran out of time. But still, very impressive night. Bright Home P3. Who you got to thank tonight, Mr. Chase?
My parents, Top Hat Comics, 6 Shifter Sim Racing, Mining Store, Fanatec, Mark Heedman Performance, iRace for the Great Sim, you for the Great Broadcast, and Cricket Line for the Great League.
There's a lot of greats in there, and you had a great night. So, congratulations, Mr. Pierce. $5 richer, baby. Hey, it ain't a lot, but it's something, right?
It's something.
Good race tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, that was number 17, Mr. Chase Pierce. Let's see if we can. What the heck? Let's see if we can pull up our second place driver, Mr. Dustin Nova. Dustin, you are live in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, Dustin, I'll be honest. I was praying for that late race caution. It just never came. You, Carroll, Zeems, and Pierce, and Shattuck, really. You 5 were putting up these same lap times, time after time after time. If Carroll started to fall off, I would look, you would start to fall off. And it was like y'all's tires wore evenly, and y'all were the same pace. That last stint, though, was crazy. Talk me through it out your windshield.
Yeah, I mean, pit road, I think I made a driver's error, and I put a bit too much fuel in it that I really needed.
Okay,
and,
I was wondering, were you there so long? I got you. Okay.
Yep. And it just, man, I don't know. It felt like a different car. It was tighter in and tighter off, not as loose off. So, when I mean, me and Ken and everybody, we all battled really good. I think I maybe could have had Chris on that restart, or not on the restart when we were battling, and he got by Chase there, and then me and Ken got side by side. So it kind of let him pull away, and I used all my stuff to get to him, and then when I got to him, it's kind of tough to pass here without laying the bumper to anybody, and just couldn't get the drive off to get underneath him at all. So,
and like I've said before, Dustin, like Carroll, you, Pierce, Shattuck, Zeems, those are not the type of guys that you can let get out 3 seconds on you or a full second on you and drive them back down, right? That's going to be tough to do because they're just as fast, right? So I mean, but you did get there. You just looked like maybe it was the fuel, maybe too much weight in the tail of it, right, and just made the car handle different. I don't know, but you were still putting up good lap times, right? I mean, you were my pick halfway through the race, just comparing lap times and eye tests. So still right home second. Dustin, who you got to thank tonight, buddy?
I'd like to thank everybody back at the shop, Steam Setup Shop, ZFG Esports, Blown Out Motorsports, Premier Gaming, Nova Glass, and you guys for putting this on, putting the money up. FiveKings, everybody appreciate the heck out of it. It's always a fun time, and everybody, Chris, Chase, Ken, everybody racing me clean and everything. It was a good time, so I'm glad I made it.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad you made it too. You boys, y'all put on clinic. When y'all get out there and y'all race like that, because y'all race so hard, y'all might touch slightly, right? But 9 times out of 10, y'all don't ever touch, right? Y'all give each other plenty of room, but in the other aspect of it, you're not giving each other any room, but you're still racing, right? I don't know. It's awesome watching it. So thank you for coming out and racing with us, Nova. It's a treat every time you do, and I love calling the races when you show up. So congratulations on the P2 tonight, buddy, and won you a little bit of money.
Alrighty, sounds good. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir, buddy. All right, folks, and then that would leave just one. He might be ugly. We saw it on his picture earlier. He might be slightly ugly. He looks really happy in his picture, and he's going to be happy here tonight. He put it in victory lane once again. I think that's 3 races this season this man's won. We may have to start adding some weight to him or make him go to the back every restart. I don't know. We're going to do something. But for now, Chris Carroll, you are live in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy of Mr. Race Winner number 3?
I got you, Tanner Moore. Those boys put me to the test tonight. That was a hell of a race.
Man, oh man. So I kind of gave the viewers at home a peek behind the curtain. You and Chase Pierce, y'all had a little tension between you, right? And Chase Pierce was out in front of you, and you told him, I told him straight up, you said to Chase, I'm just not going to cut you any more breaks. I'm done cutting you breaks. And I think you were a man of your word, because I thought you were going to give him a shot there, but you stayed right on his bumper. You didn't give him a chance to breathe. Talk to me about those final 20, 25 laps, because boy, oh boy, they were crazy.
Yeah, they were really quick early in the run. I didn't seem to be as quick as Dustin or Chase in the first 10 laps, or Shattuck for that matter, man. They were all real quick and kind of got shuffled back, but I did get into Chase there. I didn't mean to. You can't tell where the front end is on those things, and I touched him twice in the middle of the corner and apologized, but I went down there to apologize to him because we'd had a talk between us of not driving each other like that, and then I get into his back end there, totally unintentional, but to
me, Carol, sorry to cut you off, but you told him straight up, you've wrecked me a few times. I may have wrecked you once. From this point forward, I'm not cutting any breaks. And from me, yes, I saw no harm, no foul in what you said. I saw no harm, if no foul, in what you did tonight. I saw racing hard. I just told Nova, between you, Carol, Nova, Chase Pierce, Ken Zeems, Tyler Shattuck, you boys, y'all make this series. And I know I say that and I feel bad for everybody else, but the top 5 in this series, I would put that 5 against any other 5 in any other league. BPL, I'd put it up against them. Any other series, I'd put you 5 up against anybody. You boys come out here and damn it, y'all put on a show each and every week. I hate iRacing right now, Carol. You know that. I hate doing this. I'm so burnt out. But damn it, y'all make me love it with races like that. So I thank y'all. That was awesome. That was a good race.
Well, I think for the small field, dude, I felt like we put on a pretty good show there. It was
awesome.
Competitive. There was boys going shuffling back and forth, and we were going to the back and the front and racing close and getting sideways and touching doors without killing nobody. And that's what short track racing's all about.
Exactly.
It was a lot of fun out there, win or lose. I said that to those boys after the race, but
it feels a lot better to win it, though, huh? Feels a lot better to win it. Carol, look, you said small field, right? 12 people started this race. Not a good showing. 5 of the 12, though, has an I rating above 5,000. That shows how stacked this field is. I'm looking at it right now. 5 of the 12 that started this race have over a 5,000. How crazy is that, bro? I mean, that is absolutely.
Well, if we build on that, Tanner, this league will be sick. I mean, I think it's going to be tougher now. You got guys racing real racing in the summertime, and we're going to have to come up with some different ways to squeeze some guys in here. But at the same time, there's an argument for quality over quantity. Right?
I said it earlier. I
There's,
said the same thing earlier. The exact phrase I said earlier. So that's funny you said that.
You could take 10 cars or 5 cars or 3 cars that can put on a damn show, and I'm really happy to be a part of that tonight. That was one of the funnest experiences I've had on iRacing in a long time. And, if I'd have finished third, it would have been no different. It was just 4 or 5 guys going at it for a win. It was a lot of fun, man.
So since you were just so happy with the race and everything, I can just keep $30 in my PayPal. You don't want it, right? You just love this racing. It was so fun, right? You owe me $30 now, right?
I tell you what, you throw me and Larry Bell into the next money race you got, we'll call it even.
Oh, right on. There you go. And it's already been planned, but it kind of got pushed back. But it is planned. As Brandon, I don't know how to pronounce his name, says, damn, 5 over 5K and little O 2.3K finishes top 5. I'll take it. Hey, Brandon, honest to God, you were putting up lap times compared to the top 5 at the end. You deserve to be there. You put yourself there for a reason, and it showed, brother. It showed. You got here late, wasn't able to turn very many laps. We had to... Where we go next week, Carol? Do you know off top head? I can look. Really
I can look for you. I don't know.
Oh, we're going to Hickory next week, brother.
Oh, baby.
That's going to be a weird
That's
one.
a racetrack, Tanner Mar.
That's going to be a tough one, though, because that's a short one, right? Well, Chris Carroll.
These guys that aren't here, they're going to miss out next week. For all you guys out there that didn't make it this week, you're going to miss out on a real good race next week. So hopefully we can get them in here.
It's Hickory, but for tonight, it's been the Florida Frenzy 125. Chris Carroll put it in victory lane. I know USAFirearms.com, Mr. Brian Zimmy, always gets that shout out, not only from you, but from me, myself, too. Who else you got to thank for that number 99 here tonight, Chris Carroll?
Well, we got to thank Refined Motorsports there. Nobody knows it, but old Tyler Shattuck's my teammate there. We got to thank you guys for putting on the show. You work, Tanner, I want to keep you around here. I want to, you work so damn hard at this, and we want to see this be successful, and I'm going to give you a shout out this week, and you only, because I know you've had a bit of a tough time lately, and I really want to see this series grow and get bigger and better and faster and more competitive even than it is now, which, you saw how competitive it was tonight, but absolutely. I just want to thank you for all the stuff you've done for all of us, man. All you guys out there, Tanner's fitting the bill. He's not going to complain about it. He's not going to say anything to anybody. But he fits the bill. He puts up most of the money. He does all this basically by himself, him and Josh, and Raymond helps out. But, Tanner's been doing this for so damn long. I'd like to see you guys support him and make this series grow and make it better for everybody.
Well, Carol, from me to you, I appreciate that. And I will complain about it. I'll finally blow up, right? I'll be honest. I mentioned earlier, I'm burnt out completely. I'm burnt to the core. I'm tired of being it's not a one-man show, so I feel bad when I even say that. But, Carol, you mentioned something to me maybe 2 weeks ago. You said you've been the one constant, and that's burnt in my head. I hear that. I can almost hear your voice saying, Tanner, you've been the one constant. Step back a little bit. And that played into my decision to step back, honest to God. I got thinking about it, and then the coffee thing happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. Let somebody else do it for a little bit. I'm not going forever, right? I'll be back probably next week, 2 weeks. I don't know, right? Just whenever I feel like coming back. But damn it, it's been fun, Carol. And I appreciate that. I really do. And
well, it should be fun, man. That's why we're here, right? You got to just have fun with this and stop putting all the pressure on yourself and just have fun with the rest of us, man.
As soon as you come up here and you say that was real fun, Nova said the same thing. Pierce said the same thing. It's like, oh, yeah. I get reminded. That's why we do this, right?
That's why we do it, man. It ain't supposed to be work.
Right. And I got so much passion with stuff that I made it not fun anymore. And that's all on me. My own fault. Nobody else's fault. Me. And I turned it into work. And I'm going to fix that. I'm going to get back to having fun with you boys. And that's what we're going to do.
Some work for a few weeks, and we'll have you back being Tanner Mart.
That's what we're going to do. Well, folks, thank y'all. This has been our TED Talk here. We're very, very open around here, guys. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and sometimes it's a fault, sometimes it's great, right? Chris Carroll is tonight's race winner. Him and Larry Bell get in the next money event, and I will tell you, it is the Butt Kicker 250. For the ones that don't know, the last Butt Kicker 200, we saw a prize pool of over $1,200. Will this one beat it? I don't know. I'm hoping. We're going to try, damn it. We are going to try. But, folks, if you're still here, thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to Chris Carroll. Got him race win number 3. Heading off to Hickory next week. Same place, same time. Carroll's in the back. Until then, we'll see you.